Good morning, friends, and welcome to another episode of Alex's Budget Bunker Build. So it's a very cold morning here. Thunderstorms, raining, it's terrible. Didn't want to get out of bed, to be honest. My sciatica kept me awake most of the night. It sort of comes and goes, and it's playing up again, so that's life, I guess. Yeah, it was very tempting to just hop down to the cinema this morning and just put on a movie or two. But here I am, getting ready for the grind. So, yeah, I mean, that's, I've read a few autobiographies of some successful people like Richard Branson and that. And, they're brilliant people, but the thing that comes through for me, a lot of them, is their success is just the grind. They just grind. They just keep going. Even Mr. Beast, I understand his channel took about 7 years to take off, but he just kept grinding because he believed in himself and he had the work ethic. And so here I am. I'm going to put in a few hours and just make a bit of progress, and I'm sure at the end of it I'll be feeling a lot better. So see you down in the bunker. Well, friends, as you can see, I've had a little bit of a caving. Not too much, probably not even half a bucket of clay has fallen down. It's not bad considering the bad weather we've had. So I'm going to get stuck in today and try and get this overhang out of the way. As a viewer pointed out, you're working underneath there. I've probably got 100 kilograms of clay sitting on top of me, and although it is stable, obviously looking at that, not 100% stable. So try and get this out today, and I'm going to give this a go, the old the hose. So somebody else suggested I use a mattock or a pickaxe. I don't have those, but I do have a hose, so I'll give that a shot, and we'll see how we get on. Now, there was a suggestion of using a auger as well. Honestly, trying to hold that heavy drill up at this height, I'm not going to be able to do that for very long. But I might give the auger a bit of a go when I'm sort of more at a more reasonable level. We'll see anyway. Well guys, I've actually run out of room to put the soil. I need to do a bit more work outside to make a bit more room for dumping the soil, so I'm going to have to stop digging there, but at least I've made room now for at least one more layer. Maybe I could probably even get two in there, but I'll at least one more layer of bricks each side, and this huge overhang now is a lot less, so a lot less of that to fall down on top of me, and because I can do this work without being under this anyway. So yeah, not a bad effort really. So I actually started welding up some rebar to go into here, to go into these spots here, ready to put it. I was going to actually put another layer of brick on today, but the welder's actually playing up, so I'm going to have to go and have a look at that. It looks like it's just a switch, but anyway, I'll pull it apart and hopefully I can fix it. I had that welder for quite a few years. It's quite a cheap one from Bunnings, but it's done a lot of work, so hopefully I can fix it. We'll see. Okay, the problem with this welder may just be this switch, because what was happening was I'd be welding and it would just stop, and I noticed if I gave this switch a bit of a wiggle, it would sort of kick back into life and then stop again. So I'm going to have a look at that first and we'll see if that's the problem. It'd be great if it was, because that's a simple repair. There we go. Beauty. Alright, this is the fend-in switch. Let's bring the camera around here. Document where those wires are when I want to put it back together. It looks like grey, is it? Surely it's not soldered on. Grey and blue. Oh God. Gotcha. Looks like it's been a bit of a dodgy connection there, to be honest. I'll give that a test with the old ohmmeter. I tested that switch and it tests out fine. So one side of it's a loop basically with the neutral, and then the other side is the live, and that's got the switch on it, and that seems to be working fine. When I test it with a ohmmeter, there's pretty much zero resistance when it's when the switch is closed, and when it's open, it's open circuit as it should be. So So basically I cleaned the terminals up and tightened them up, and seems to be okay, but it seemed to be when I've been using it for a little while, so I'm going to leave it running for a bit, and actually maybe do a bit of welding with it and just see if it keeps working. So hopefully I've dodged a bullet there. Alright guys, I've run out of time, but quite pleased. I managed to put the 10,000 screws back into this thing, and she's all working good. So when it was playing up, I'd do about, I don't know, half an inch of welding, and it would stop, and I'd give it a wiggle, or it'd cool down a little bit, and it'd do another ½ inch. So I did a good 6 inches of welding, and it just was faultless. So I think I got that sorted. I think it was just a dirty connection basically. So that's a win. That's a win. And the other win side of this is that this didn't happen when I'd load it down into the hole, because that's quite the mission getting this down there. And I would have been quite annoyed if I'd got it down there and then found that it wasn't working. Had to pull it all the way back up again and then fix it. So yeah, so I'm counting my blessings, guys. So I didn't quite get as much done as I'd hoped. I was hoping to get those couple more blocks in. But anyway, the groundwork's laid. I've got the rebar cut and welded ready to go in. So just be a case of dropping the welder down there, welding in the rebar, and then chucking in those blocks. So I'm having to mortar the blocks in. I was hoping to, you might recall I was using that No Nails bonding agent for the first couple of levels, but it turns out when they manufacture these things, they're not particularly exacting, I suppose, you for want of a better word. And I found that like some of the blocks are 1 or 2 millimeters taller than the others. So the only way to overcome that is with some mortar, which is not the thing I'm best at, but we'll get there. But anyway, I gave this a bit of a clean up. I'm quite pleased. Hopefully we'll do a few more years work. And so that's it for this week, guys. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate you tuning in and watching my exploits. And yeah, because that thing has to go off, doesn't it? That's my battery charger, the old Makita battery charger, and makes that little song when you play it in, and it makes a little song when the batteries are charged. Come on, hurry up, shut up. Where was I? Yes, right, yeah, thanks for watching, and shout out to my Patreons. Thank you so much for your continued support. I really, really do appreciate it. And also I appreciate my YouTube members, and also really appreciate the super thanks that some of you guys have given me. All that money is going back into this project, and I've actually purchased a bit of safety gear, which I will show in the next, hopefully the next video. I've got some of it's coming from overseas, hasn't been delivered yet, but hopefully I can show you these guys these improvements, and yeah, hopefully I get some approval. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and this is Lex out.